Hi, my name is Shannon K. I'm a singer-songwriter and actress. I'm based out here in LA. I was born in India, raised in London, and I'm here with you today.
If you don't start acting like you already know, I'ma pop off like you never seen me before. Yeah, you all talk, time for me to leave you alone. I'ma say it like I mean it, get your mind blown. When you hear me, should've known you let my heart broke.
I grew up listening to my dad's music, his songs, and I was very much derived. I remember, as a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, I used to beg him to take me down to his studio sessions and just watch him, do his thing. And that would really sort of, interest me. And I would always sort of, just dream about one day being there on the other side of the booth, in front of this beautiful microphone and just doing my own thing as well. So I think that's where, the interest kind of grew. And of course, I started to take much more interest in the West music as well. And I fell in love with, artists like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Adele, Ariana Grande, Bruno Mars, and Celine Dion. And I think, so that's how it kind of, grew. So I had a little bit of the Indian, I would say, music, but then it kind of grew out to the West. It's been a journey, and it's been quite hard to find my true self, artistically, sonically, and personally. I've been very much influenced by the people from the industry who kept telling me to change, or telling me to, change my name, change my hair color, change my complexion, change the way I dress, because just to fit in a certain trend. And that really confused me, and I never felt comfortable. I never felt like that was me, and you could see it in my face. And I think, after a while, when I really got that confidence, also when I grew up a little bit more and I understood, okay, this is who I am, this is what I want to stick to, this is my brand, this is how I want to sound. And, people started accepting that, people started liking it. I think that gave me the booster and the confidence to continue, forward with what is it that I'm doing, because obviously there's something right that I'm kind of doing. So rather than falling, I just wanted to stand out, which is what I was afraid of before. But I think now I feel much better to stand out. I'm like, that's just me.
If you don't start acting like you already know, I'ma pop off like you never seen me before. Yeah, you all talk, time for me to leave you alone. I'ma say it like I mean it, get your mind blown. When you hear me, should've known you let my heart broke.
Now is the time that I wanted to lean towards R&B and dance, because like before then, it was more so on the ballad side, whether it was, Always or Don't Go. It had its very niche genre, still on a little bit darker side. But then, like I said, A Long Time, or even OTT, Run. So these songs are completely different, and I think these are definitely influenced by other artists' songs that I always heard, and I thought that, I can sing that, because when I used to sing their songs as a cover, whether it was Without Me, or whether it was, Anyone by Justin Bieber, or a couple of other Selena Gomez songs that I used to cover back in the days, I think those were the time where I felt like, okay, well, if I can, sing their songs and put a little bit of my influence into it, my style into it, then maybe I can create one just kind of similar to that, or in that zone. Starting off as a very fun podcast, and just trying to see what everybody thinks, but also because I think that in this industry and in this business, we're not always real. We're not always, transparent and vulnerable. So I think that was something that influenced me and got me to thinking that maybe there should be a podcast where we're just sort of being very, very real, and as if there's nobody in the room, and they're talking about things that we can relate to, such as, mental health, or the obstacles, their journey, their experiences. Because I think that, people feel that there's no connection between, like, ordinary normal people and like the A-list artists. You know, we can't relate to them because, oh, they live in luxury, or oh, their, you know, their dreams and their ambitions and are so much up there. You know, they're always up there and we're like here, so we can't always relate and connect to it. But I just wanted to break that, and I wanted to let people know that, hey, we all started out here, you know, amongst you all, and with our you know, with our consistent you know, yeah, consistent dedication, we sort of just kept going up there. So I think that was the sort of the reason behind having a podcast. Like, I still do have to prove myself, because the moment they find out, you know, who my father is or that I come from a musical background, they just kind of eliminate all my credibility and they disregard it, which is very hurtful at times, because, you know, I earned it by myself, you know. There were times where I was knocked down, there were times where I was rejected, there were times where I fell into depression and I was suicidal. And I overcame all of those obstacles by myself, of course, with, you know, with my family's support and everything. But it wasn't like I was handed in a platter. I mean, trust me, if I was handed in a platter, then I think I would have been, you know, up where Justin Bieber, Beyonce are. I mean, you know, I wouldn't have been independent artist for such a long time. I would have been signed to a label. I would have been like acting in movies amongst, you know, major A-list artists. So I think it would have been a completely different case if it was truly nepotism, or if it was truly, you know, based on my dad's like connections or support or whatever. But I think that, you know, these smaller achievements are the ones that have made me who I am. And yeah, even like, you know, sometimes in like certain publications or articles, you know, even though I'm very, very proud to be my father's daughter and I'm very proud to be in that family, I just feel like, you know, I have my own individuality. And when people sort of, they don't respect that, or they don't understand, and they just say, oh, you know, Kumar Sanu's daughter, Shannon K, Kumar Sanu's daughter did this, Kumar Sanu's daughter did that. Well, you know, the daughter's got a name, so I'd really appreciate if you put that name. You can put that I'm a daughter of, you know, of his, of course, but I would really appreciate if my name would be up there as well, because, you know, these are the things that I have gotten and I have achieved. So I think I'm just working on, like, you know, seeing all these songs in different genres. Like I said, there's R&B there, there's dance, EDM, there's something that I haven't tried, and I'm all about exploring, you know, because I'm so much inspired by like different cultures. So I think they're all like inside of me, and so I love exploring and I love trying to, you know, take risks, even though sometimes those risks don't, you know, come out great. But but that's just my journey, and I want to do those. So they can follow me on Instagram. That's Shannon K Singer, where you can find everything about me. Well, not about me, but about me in the sense like my music and what I'm up to next, where I'm going, traveling, food. And to hear my music, you can check me out on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes. I'm all over there. YouTube. If you like a little bit of visuals as well. So yeah. Hi, my name is Shannon K, and you've just been buzzed.